Hello everybody, it's Mystic, and welcome back to my library. This is another episode of Let's Play Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and in the last episode we fought Matriarch Benezia and also set free the Rachni Queen, so she is no longer there. We did not kill her, we set her free. And now we are heading back to, I think, talk to the captain? Actually, where are we on this? Death of a matriarch. Deal with the hot labs. But there's still the issue of the Rachni. Okay. So we still have some more to do here. I'm actually not quite done in Novaria yet. And by the way, the Rachni Queen did say that... Wait, is this where I'm supposed to go? Tram. Wait, why can't I move this? Oh, there we go. Ventilation room. Mess hall. Is that where I need to go? I think so. Because I think we did everything else? Oh yeah, they're here. Right? Are they in there? Hello? Where are they? Oh, no, wait, that's the hot labs. Okay. I don't know why I'm seeing... yeah, oh, they must be underneath. Okay. I think that's why. Hello?
Are you here to secure the situation?
Are you okay?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship. Thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous.
No, I think I was actually supposed to come here first.
Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They're thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Yeah, I think I was supposed to come here first. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It just gives a little bit more information on the Rachni.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do.
You think?
I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
I already let her go.
No,
yeah, I definitely was
I'm
supposed
sorry,
to be here first.
But this
I forgot
will
about
not
this.
Work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
Okay. Is there anything here? I guess I go this way. I feel like I should have my gun out. Maybe. Yes.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry, the sensor network is too damaged to provide an accurate count.
Well, that's unhelpful.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
Are there any survivors in here?
Lady Benezia, an executive secretary
No,
of Binary
she's dead.
Helix, is
I
on
was
the
supposed to go
operations
here
deck.
first. I can't believe I
There
messed
are
this
no
up.
other living crew members within the lab structure.
Oh my god.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
Alright.
We're moving on.
No, we're not. I need
Logging you out, Commander.
to come back.
Online. How can I help you?
I need information on the neutron purge.
The neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
What exactly does this thing do?
The purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of fissionable materials are brought together to form a critical mass. Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed neutrons. This radiation is instantly lethal to any known form of life within 500 meters.
Ouch.
We would be wise to avoid touching any controls without reading the instructions.
You think?
That is advisable for all systems within this facility.
Okay. I guess.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Mumble something.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
Okay.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
Hi again. Why did I do that? Oh, nope, sir. I'm sorry.
I'm feeling not so well.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Ugh. Well.
Hostile spotted.
You think? Where? Oh, it's right there. Okay.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Wait. Wait, which way am I going? This way? I'm getting all confused.
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
Yeah, I know,
sorry,
I know.
But I can't
Here.
do that without
Code
proper
input 875020079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution
God.
in 120 seconds.
That does not give us a lot of time. Ah!
Shepard's been hit!
On me! Bridge. Hang on. Hold. Oh my god, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. I need an adult.
I'm ready to return.
Garrus, why the hell are you dead again? Am I just supposed to run? 'Cause this is ridiculous. No, there's no way. There's no way. Okay, I can't. I don't remember how to do this. I don't think there's another way out of here. Okay. Alright, y'all. Can you not die this time, Liara? Let's start with a singularity.
Medigel deployed.
Cover me.
Nope. All right, let's go. Oh, I guess as long as we're not on that level anymore, we're fine. Okay. All right, now I think we can leave. You really would think I knew. Depart Rift Station. Be the okay. It really would be helpful if I remembered what the heck to do, because I've played this so many times, but my brain just, it doesn't work. All right, let's go. All right, we're leaving now. Yeah, I guess all we had to do was head to the elevator. For some reason, I thought we had to, like, leave the whole station. It's been a while. And again, mom brain.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
Not yet.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
Excuse me.
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Look, this is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew dismissed.
Time to talk
Novaria
to,
report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Yep.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
They are
And then
not
release
going to
the
be
Queen.
happy. Yeah.
Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Okay, bye. Yeah, I was going to say, they're not going to be happy with me. We are going to save and... Well, now that we're done with Novaria, it would be a good time to talk to the crew. I don't know if I have anything
Yes,
for
Commander.
him. Yeah, no, he does not.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think Joker has anything new, but I'm going to check anyway. And then I'll go talk to everybody else, because after every main story part...
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was
new.
worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I don't have anything to talk to him
I have to
about,
go.
but he did have
All
that
right, see ya.
little quip to say. All right, so let's go find Ashley and Kaden. We also need to go talk to, well, everybody. We have to talk to Liara, Tali. I think I still need to get the achievement for having Tali in 5 missions. So I'm going to be working on that as well. Like, once we head back to the Citadel, I'll have her with me. But for now, let's just talk to everyone.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
I do.
Of course. Have a seat.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard.
Thanks for
Commander.
your concern.
That's not the appropriate way to address your commanding officer, Lieutenant.
Sorry, ma'am. Maybe I got a bad signal. I mean, if you're a... Maybe there's someone else you'd rather confide in. Ma'am.
Ooh, no.
All right, Alenko. Off the record, permission to speak candidly, cross my heart and hope to die. What are you talking about?
Dr. Tassoni, ma'am.
I've said like 3
There's a
words to
lower deck
her.
rumor that she's interested in you as more than a source of Prothean data. She's a very interesting lady. Not to my tastes, but I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I don't want to take up your personal time.
Wait, it's not like that? What do you mean? Because I want to romance him. I think this is okay.
There's nothing between Liara and me. What's the real issue here, Caden?
You're right. Sorry, it wasn't, Liara's not my main concern. I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. Do you get my meaning?
Talk to me, Caden. You got a little black rain cloud sitting over your head.
I'll try to keep the deck dry. You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified, because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. I mean, hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs.
Yeah.
And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Okay, why not the Asari?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Mercenaries on top of that.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father."
Ooh, nice guy.
Well, I told him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to new beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all of this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
So why are you telling me this? Is there something I can do to help you get over it?
I'm 32, Shepard. You don't serve as long as I have without coming to terms with yourself. You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
Special, eh?
Special, huh?
If I'm out of line, just say the word.
Nope.
You're not out of line, Caden. But there are regs.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command. Just think about what I said.
Right, I think that's everything that we can
just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at
right now. Let me see.
Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander.
Okay.
We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
Sure you would. Okay, let's go talk to Liara. And yeah, I think I am going to romance Caden this time because, like I said, I've never romanced Caden before. Usually it's Liara or no one for Mass Effect 1.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Okay, does this trigger anything?
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
I mean, that's pretty true.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage.
Oh.
You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again.
Poor Liara.
I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you flirting with me?
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Valenko.
Here we go again. But yes.
I care about Kaidan. A lot.
I thought so. Still, I feel as if there is also some attraction between us, Shepard.
You know, I think, and I don't think I've ever had this happen before, but there is a way to get some sort of a scene where, like, they both confront you. I don't know if I want to do that, though, because I don't want to, like, break somebody's heart. But I think if I say this to her, there will be a cutscene later that will have them both come up to me and be like, well, you've got to make a choice. Oh gosh, I can't remember though, and I don't want to mess anything up, but I'm almost positive, and I've never seen that cutscene. You know what? Let's do it.
Right. There is something between us.
I knew it.
We've got a love
and
triangle.
I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector.
Oh,
this is
sorry.
all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
I should go.
All right, so
goodbye, Shepard.
I'm almost positive that after the next main story mission, there should be a cutscene between Liara and Kaidan and me. And they're going to be like, well, you have to choose. So that'll be... and again, I've never seen that. I just know that it exists, or I'm pretty sure it exists. I hope it exists. I'm hoping I didn't just mess up and, like, get Liara locked in as the romantic
Looking
interest.
for supplies?
Not that that's a bad thing. It's just that I've romanced her
Let's
so
see
many
what you got.
times. I really
You bet, Commander.
kind of wanted to see Kaidan's romance scene this time. Oh. That's a lot of money, though. That's really nice, and I bet you it's really good for Garrus, too. That's actually not better. Okay. What about this pistol? Nope. I mean, kind of, but no. Isn't this, like, one of the best? Yeah, I think it is. 267. Maybe not. I don't even know what Garrus is using right now.
Commander, good to see you.
Oh, you don't have anything new to say?
A while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but
I don't know, maybe
yeah,
this
I've
is...
seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was
Oh
sent
yeah,
to
no, this is new.
investigate.
Okay.
That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Yikes.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
Yeah, they have 4.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Oh?
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Gross.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
They were worried about the
Oh,
hostages,
well, that does make
worried
sense, I
about
guess.
civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
I mean, I guess.
It's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did.
Well, and now you did.
All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
I don't want to say he's wrong, but
I
that is a
suppose I
tough
can see
choice.
both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll do it.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go.
Yeah.
If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
I mean, you're always on my team, Garrus. So you'll be there. Okay. Let me quick save. All right.
Commander?
Do we have anything to talk about?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I was just watching some mail from home.
She's good
Oh,
too.
before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
The damage is done, Williams.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
Aw.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
And sisters.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
I mean, that is a lot of girls, yeah.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Yep. Yeah, sounds familiar.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Yeah, no means no.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course, if he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her.
Good for her.
Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
Okay, self-defense.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
What?
You traveled all the way home to walk.
Oh shoot, I didn't ask her about her.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her.
This guy sounds like a real winner.
She just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him.
Oh, don't go back to him, though. He's definitely a jerk.
Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Nope.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter, only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez.
You believe whatever you want, Ashley.
Hello, have you people looked out the window?
Don't try and convert us
all. How can
all.
you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Got that. Now we have Rex and Tally left.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Like?
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
How come?
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
But I guess this guy didn't.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Let me guess. He
Sounds like a
betrayed
trap
you
to me.
there?
You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that was his dad.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard?
Rex, please.
I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
Where is it?
Who has it?
Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Taun Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Well, let's go see if we can find it.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
Absolutely.
So long, Rex.
This is a very, 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 very important quest for Rex. So make sure if you're playing this and it's your first time, do that quest. Just remember that. Do that quest.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again. So to speak.
Hear you smiling.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Theron's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Oh, we'll find something.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
That's a weird way to ask that.
He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people.
That's a
Our
lot.
entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Your
So are
royalty?
you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen, but it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
Yikes.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
What if we save the galaxy? I mean, yeah, that's a pretty
The
good.
work you're doing here is
pretty
more
good thing.
important than anything any Quarian's ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the Veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Okay. Did I ask her this already?
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
What about your mother?
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Were you close?
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I think that's everything we can ask her right now.
I should go.
I should go.
See you later.
Okay. By the way, you can get that on a mug. I should go. I think I have talked to all of the crewmates now. So we have some new quests. We have to get Rex's armor. Like I said, super important quest. Same thing with Garrus's. Not quite as important, but also really good story-wise. This one. Where did I get this? This must have been something I picked up on Noveria. Do I have anything to turn in to the Citadel? I don't think so. Oh, well, I could go back and find what's-his-face. What's his name? Conrad Werner. Okay. And then we just have to go to Pharos, which is the last of the 3 planets to visit. I mean, there's still more to the story after that, but yeah, so I don't necessarily have to go to the Citadel right now. I could go and get that one, although Emily Wong might have a new quest for me too, or an assignment. So maybe we will make a trip to the Citadel in the next episode. But yeah, this is where I'm going to end. I'll level up next time because we're not actually doing any battling right now. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter. You can join the Discord. I have links for both of those down below. And you can also become a channel member, which is a completely optional $1.99 or $4.99 a month by clicking the join button down below. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.